Welcome. Government agencies are innovating faster than they ever have before, thanks to the evolution of the cloud. I'm Francis Rose with the Scoop News Group. Noell Rebelez is Cloud Service Program Manager at the Department of Labor. Noell, welcome. Thanks for joining me today. What's the cloud allowing your agency to do that it hasn't been able to do before, or hasn't been able to do as much of, regarding the way you provide services to citizens?
Hi, Francis. Thanks for having me. The cloud has allowed us to do a lot of things. I think the biggest driver that we're going to see really from cloud adoption is the fact that we can go from concept to market very fast, right? In a much faster manner than we've never been able to do before. The service delivery of which we give that to our customers or other agencies or even the public, we tend to reach critical mass much faster to adopting cloud infrastructure.
When you took a look at what the challenges were that you had, the problems that you had that the cloud potentially could solve, how'd you analyze that, thinking about the way that you delivered services to the public, and how did the cloud actually help you do that?
Sure. So a lot of the challenges right now, we're again around service delivery, security, being able to provide infrastructure and scalability, right? A lot of the times, technical debt is an issue with a lot of federal agencies, and being able to recover some of that by moving to the cloud, being able to scale on demand and grow with the priorities and needs of our customers is really where the cloud shines for us.
How much interaction did you do with the end users inside the Labor Department to determine which of those pieces that you just described were most important to them? I imagine that changed depending on the application that you were thinking about.
Absolutely. A lot of our applications that we have, and again, different agencies, different needs. Some are more time frame based, some more very cost dependent. Not every agency we have, has the same obviously budgetary constraints as others. So being able to size environments is something that we've never been really able to do on-prem, if you will, or in a traditional data center. So being able to size that directly for that customer, cost management from a upfront IT perspective, and they will know exactly what that looks like, how much that's going to cost, and then of course monthly recurring as well. Being able to project that out gives agencies much more confidence in being able to adopt the cloud and move their workloads to them.
What are a couple of the key outcomes that you've had throughout this journey, Noell? What have you seen as far as a demonstrable difference between where you were a couple of years ago, say, and where you are today?
Sure. Huge norms, or keeping in step with industry norms, should I say. Moving to containerization, serverless architecture, automation, or platforms as a service. We're constantly evolving towards that and being able to, again, service delivery at a much rapid pace, getting from idea to concept to proof of concept to an actual production workload. Those times have gone down significantly. One such area is, again, financial management, being able to know exactly what those costs are from day one and plan out, again, from the government side, that is very important to be able to plan out those FYs. And again, give confidence to those agencies to adopt the cloud at a much rapid pace.
Were there things that you learned that you didn't expect to happen through the course of your transitions, Noell?
Yeah, some of the challenges we faced really were around the adoption of the technology. I think it's a bit of a culture change. We do things slightly differently when you move to the cloud, and sometimes that could be uncomfortable. So it does force a shift away from that kind of legacy thinking. But the way we kind of overcome that is helping these agencies understand by educating them with our cloud strategy, educating them about the different services and how they interact, kind of demystifying the cloud, if you will, and really getting them down to the nitty-gritty of what their requirements are, and abstract away kind of the other portions that they may have had to worry about in a more traditional data center infrastructure type of setup.
Everybody pretty much describes cloud as a journey. It's not a destination. What does your journey look like moving forward? What are some of the key applications or processes that you want to move to the cloud at the Labor Department in the future?
So future plans is maximize efficiency. I think where the cloud can help, it can also hurt, in the sense of if you're not efficient with what you're currently working with, you can definitely take on more technical debt if you're not really careful. So some of the steps that you have to look to do is maximize efficiency with what you currently have before having to scale or grow. So our future plans are to continue maximizing that efficiency from not only the personnel that we have, but the current footprint we have and the technologies. But as we adopt even further into these cloud services, again, being able to kind of re-architect some of the current workloads that we have and make them more efficient. And of course, we're always looking to automate more and more. Machine learning and AI have become almost a staple here at DOL through robotic processing. Machine learning, like I said, and AI really help us jump into the nooks and crannies, if you will, of the environment without having to necessarily have personnel there looking at that.
Noel, it's a great insight into what you're doing at the Labor Department. I appreciate your time today. Thanks for joining me.
Great, thank you.